Kia ora, we are learning to edit writing. What is editing? Do you know? When your teacher asks you to edit your work, do you know how to edit your work? Editing is when we fix up our mistakes, and everyone makes mistakes when they write, doesn't matter how young or old you are. So here are 4 areas you should be looking at when you edit your work. 1, you should be looking at the grammar. 2, you should be looking at your spelling. 3, have a look at your capital letters. And 4, look at the punctuation. So here is a sentence I wrote underneath. Pets should be allowed in school. Does it look right to you? You're correct. I was missing a capital letter at the front and I was missing my punctuation at the end. For this sentence, I was choosing to use a full stop. Edit writing. So I've wrote a few sentences here. Have a look at the words and see, do they make sense? Does it look right? Do you like cats? There are lots of cats in shelters and they need help and looking after by everyday people like you and me. Remember, you need to feed them every day and get them something to play with too. Did that sound right? Have a chat to your buddy, see if you can pinpoint where I've made my mistakes and where I need to edit my writing. I'm going to look at grammar first. Do my sentences make sense? Read my words aloud so I can hear my mistakes. That's really, really important. Sometimes when you're writing, you can't always see your mistakes, but if you read it aloud, your ear will pick up on your mistakes. Did I use my nouns and verbs correctly? Let's have a look at this example of a sentence that I wrote. Do you like cats? What's wrong with that sentence? You're correct. I had a misspelling on cats. I was asking a question and I had a full stop. And more importantly, I had an extra S. Do you likes instead of do you like cats? Well done, you spotted them. My next point of focus is going to be my spelling. Did I spell my sight words correctly? Did I stretch out every word? Do they look the way they should look? Here are some examples. There are lots of cats in shelters and they need help and looking after by everyday people like you and me. Pause the video and see if you can pinpoint where my mistakes are. What do I need to edit with my spelling? Awesome, you got them correct. You can see I was missing a capital letter, I was missing spelling, I corrected a word I'd spelled incorrectly, had a different sound. I've corrected the spelling here, and I added out the rest of the letters here. Well done. Next, I'm going to have a look at editing my capital letters. Did I use a capital letter for the first word of every sentence? Did I use a capital letter for names of people and places? They are important and they do come with capital letters. Also, did I capitalize the word I? More often than not, I would write a small I and I forget to make it into a capital I. Are all of my other letters lowercase? Let's have a look. Pause the video here and see if you can pinpoint where I've made my mistakes. Did you get them all? Well done. Edit punctuation. Did I use a punctuation mark at the end of every sentence? Do my punctuation marks match the type of sentence that I wrote? I've highlighted the 3 punctuation marks. Pause the video here and see if you think I've used the correct ones. Well done. Did you spot the differences in my punctuation? I changed this to a question mark. I changed this to an ellipsis to allow the reader to wonder what's going to happen. And I put an exclamation mark in to make my point. If I rewrote it, it should read and look like this. I've got everything correct now. Thanks for help. Sorry, thanks for your help. Your turn now. You're going to copy the text on the next slide into your writing book as it looks on the slide. Then you're going to use your red pen and you're going to edit the writing. See if you can spot all of my mistakes. Make sure you always read your work aloud when editing. Edit your grammar. Does it make sense? Edit your capital letters. Are they in the right places? Edit your punctuation. Have you used the correct punctuation mark at the end of your sentences? And finally, and very important, have you asked a buddy to edit your work after you? So ask one more person to re-edit your work and check that you've picked up on all of the mistakes. This is the text that you're going to copy into your writing book. Make sure you've copied it and you've edited it before you come down for your workshop. Until next time.